Ever noticed how everyone's always talking about leadership, like it's this big mystery everyone wants to solve?
Yeah, like are great leaders born that way, or is it something you can actually learn and develop over time, right?
That's what we're diving into today.
We've got a really interesting case study for this.
Exactly. We're following the journey of a team called the Fantastic Five.
They just completed this intense 18-month management development program.
Intense is an understatement. This wasn't just some weekend seminar.
No, not at all. This was the real deal. Tons of training, hands-on experience. They even had to do this big team project focused on off-site monitoring.
Off-site monitoring? That sounds kind of mysterious.
It's actually more interesting than it sounds. The off-site monitoring is a critical part of what their organization does, but it can really impact efficiency and even the bottom line.
So it's like this hidden lever they're trying to control.
Exactly. And by focusing, the team wasn't just learning for the sake of learning. They were actually making a real impact. It was a win-win for everyone involved.
So it wasn't all just theory.
Oh no. They put in the work.
And they didn't just focus on any random skills, did they?
No, they zeroed in on some really key leadership competencies.
Right, like inspiring others, emotional intelligence, how to get results, and how to make everyone feel included.
It's like they were handed the ultimate leadership toolkit. I think it's so interesting how these competencies are just these separate things. They all work together.
They do. You can't really have one without the others, can you?
Right. And the Fantastic Five, they didn't just learn about these competencies in a textbook. They actually put them into practice, like they found out that fostering inclusion wasn't just about checking boxes. It was about truly appreciating all the different strengths everyone on the team brought to the table.
Which reminds me of that quote. I think it was Andrew Carnegie who said, "No man will make a great leader who wants to do it all himself, or to get all the credit for doing it."
Well, that's a good one.
And that brings us to teamwork, because leadership isn't a solo sport.
Yeah, definitely not in this team. They really embody that, especially when things got tough.
And they faced some serious challenges, international travel, someone had a medical issue, even job changes, just all kinds of stuff happening.
It was a lot, plus the pressure of this big project.
It would have been totally understandable if they just fell apart under all that.
Oh yeah, but they didn't. They went above and beyond to support each other. Really stepped up when needed.
And you know that there is a huge part of leadership.
Wouldn't you say?
Being able to empower your team to rise to the occasion.
Totally, creating that environment where everyone feels safe and supported. Yeah, that's how you build true resilience.
And it's not something you can fake. You could tell they really had each other's backs.
Absolutely. Now there's this quote that really struck me when I was reading about leadership. John F. Kennedy said, "Leadership and learning are indispensable to each other."
Oh, that's a good one.
Isn't it? Like, it's not just about reaching some finish line, and suddenly you're a leader. It's an ongoing process, always learning and growing.
Exactly. And Warren Bennis had a great way of putting it. He said, "Leaders are made rather than born." Love that. And this program, it gave Fantastic Five the tools and the space to hone their skills. But the real learning happens out in the real world, dealing with everyday challenges and constantly pushing yourself to growth. So as we wrap up our look at the Fantastic Five, they're finishing this 18-month program with so much valuable experience in this drive to really make a difference in their organization.
And they realize, even though this program had a clear end date, leadership development doesn't stop there. They will need to keep pushing themselves to grow even without a formal structure? Something to think about.